Hey, what's up everyone? Got a 1967 Lincoln Continental. I'm just gonna make a really quick video of what I just went through to remove this dash and also my instrument panel, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to change out to remove the headlight switch so I can go ahead and clean that. But I want to go ahead and clean up a lot of things that are back there. So I want to remove the instrument panel because I did get a little bit of, I've got some water rust because the gasket from the windshield is leaking a little bit. So really quick, I'm just going to show you the points that I went through to remove the dash and also what I'm dealing with to remove the instrument panel as well. It's not as bad as it looks, to be honest. I think there was maybe three or four screws and some clips that hold the dash itself on. And where I first started was I removed the trim piece on the left side because that top piece was connecting with the dash itself. So I had to remove these two, basically just for this one right here. There, see if I can zoom in. Those are the clips that I'm telling you about. There's 4 of those on the dash itself. You got 2 right there in the middle. And then, I don't know if you can see, but there's one all the way over there in the passenger side. Those, and I'll show you the back of the dash in a second. Those are gonna hook on the back of that dash and kind of allow it to hinge down to where you can screw it in. It's kind of similar to our back seats. Here is those hooks I was telling you about, corresponding in the same locations. So it looks like they would go under those plastic hooks instead of over. They'll go under. We also had these other 2 screws I was telling you about. This is on the passenger side now. I went in and took this faceplate off just so it's a lot easier to get to. You can barely see it. But it's supposed to go right in here. But the previous owner probably, I don't know. But one was right here. And I believe there was another one right in this corner. And that was it. That was all. And the dash came out. I mean, it was a little tricky, but you can see there's really nothing else. I'll just go over slowly. There was nothing else that was magically holding it in. These screws right here, forgot to add, I'm sorry. You got 3 screws on the top of that dash pad. Underneath that dash pad is basically the shroud for your speedometer. And then there was a couple of them underneath right here, and then over there as well. Let's go back to the other side real quick. The screws, see, these are the screws that were holding on my dash. Nice little flat heads. I mean, while I'm at it, because it's rare that I see stuff like that, there's your part number if you need. Looks like that's going to be, this is this piece right here. And this same side, this is connected on the right side of your driver's side. I don't know if you can see that part number. So, and like I said, what I was trying to do is I just wanted to take my headlight switch out and I wanted to go ahead and clean that up. But now this opened up so many more opportunities for me to get in here and clean what I need to, go through, clean things up really, really good. And then as far as the headlight switch itself, this was the panel of the instrument gauge. In order to get this instrument panel off, it really wasn't required for your headlight switch, but like I said, I'm already doing other things to get behind that instrument panel, so you do need to make sure that you pull your AC knobs, your volume, and your tuner on your radio. Pull those knobs off, they just pop off. Very simple. But then also each one of these had a very, very skinny nut on there. That is what was holding this faceplate on, basically. And then after that, you've got these screws. You can reach these from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that faceplate came off really nice and easy. So, like I was saying, headlight switch, and I'm not going to take too much longer on this. The headlight switch, what was exposed was basically the top of these threads, and to get the stem out, the top, all I did is, where's my screw? There's a right here. Mine looks like a little screw head, but it's just all it is a little spring. Just I push that, and you can easily do that if once you remove that bottom, and that one's pretty self-explanatory. All your screws are obviously where they're at. You can remove that, and then you can easily see that spring right there that allowed me to pull the stem out, because the stem on your headlight switch does not come off of that. So don't try to yank it, don't try to pull it. You're gonna end up breaking something. This, just thread it onto this, right there. And then all I did is, see, it was a 9/16 deep socket 9/16, and that unscrewed off right there. And then it literally just fell out of place, and I unplugged the 2 connectors, and you can see how obviously how corroded that is, and I guarantee it's from water damage. I'm not going to go into detail on cleaning this, because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go to Bubba Sanders' YouTube page and watch that, because he did an excellent job breaking this apart and explaining it. And I highly recommend going to his page and doing the same. So I hope that helped out. That was on me removing the dash and the instrument gauge, cluster gauge, that I can get this out now. Thanks, guys.